Hello, happy Sunday. I'm a day late today. Very temporary today in the morning. I did a very intensive Kundalini yoga new moon session, and then I just knocked out for a bit, had a nap, and then the sun came out, and I just needed to go to the beach. And then it was great to do a live, I thought, and so I do it today. Because this life, I want to be fully consciousness. It's all about consciousness. What is consciousness itself? What does it mean to be conscious, and what needs to be happening in order for us to be fully conscious in life? Let's break this down a bit. So consciousness itself, is it a chemical reaction? Is it a physical reaction? Is it energy itself? Or what is consciousness? And for me, I really had a long thought the last week about this subject, really like profound. I really went through everything I have been told, what I have experienced, and what I have seen. And for me, to bring it down, consciousness itself is the space in between. It's the nothingness, it's the pure being. What does that mean? It means it's the break between one thought, one action. It's the space between anything else, between matter, between energy in. It's the space between the next step, the next thought. Because if you have a thought, it's energy. But in order to have a conscious thought, you have to come to this emptiness and really be in a space of pure presence. And I love to close my eyes by that, so anything else doesn't interrupt me, distract me. So when you close your eyes and you breathe and you have this gap between of pure emptiness, of pure presence, of really taking, sensing, taking in consideration of the space, everything being around you without judgment, and being, feeling, hearing, smelling, in theme with closed eyes. And then just being in this moment, in this present gap between thought and action, in this empty space, being in as a being itself in this empty space, feeling the around, and from then they can a conscious step forward, backward, sideward. Why is it important to be conscious? What's the meaning about it? The importance, in my opinion, is that you are aware of your surroundings as well as your inner being, and therefore being able to navigate accordingly. Because every action has a reaction, right? And every energy, atom, molecule, whatever, yeah, if you go in the reflection of the light, which can give us whatever material image we want to see, there is in the reflection in the light, there's a break. And there, in this break, we have the power to create, and therefore to feel, hear, experience. the world in our conscious creation, right? And so in consciousness, the creation itself, I do believe that in the stage, in the moment we are in consciousness, the next step is the creation itself. Now, in this gap, you're in this gap of complete emptiness. And I know it's really difficult to wrap your head around that, what is complete emptiness. And I will go to it how you can experience this space of complete emptiness. But within this emptiness and with bringing this emptiness, you basically you see, you experience the thoughts and words and wind and anything around you. And then you can literally separate yourself, like being the observer of your inner self and your surroundings. And this is only possible when you enter the space of complete emptiness and become the observer and the conscious. And what does it mean that you are aware, this present, but without thoughts and analyzing and judging? Literally, the consciousness is to be the observer, and then anything happens. And so then you have a thought or you have the action, which is then you create the energy flow and you recreate the sun, the light particular reflecting to a certain extent to manifest it into your material world, which again can be the illusion itself. Now, how can you enter in this space of emptiness? I mean, I'm sure you all have experienced a kind of very dangerous situation where you even have to hold your breath almost, right? And where anything else switches off, and you just really in this situation, not even thinking what the next step is, right? Or I had that, in climbing, I went climbing and I had to change the rope, and it was like really tiny part where I could stand, and there was no time to think, or I really had to be fully conscious and really present. And it's like it's like you sucking everything around you, you standing back, you almost seeing yourself doing the action, conscious action, without overthinking, analyzing. Meditation, if you can step out of your mindset, becoming the observer, and in the observer is already the next step from consciousness. Conscious, some really wise man who lives in Greenland, the shaman, said consciousness is the awareness that you have reached the next level. And I truly agree that if you can be the observer rather than the doer and the thinker, and stay in this emptiness within yourself and your surrounding, and really just take in what feels he, and you stay as the observer, so you are really fully consciously present. Now, is consciousness a chemical reaction? Consciousness is absolute nothingness. So I wouldn't even go that far to energy. I wouldn't even call it energy. Energy is anything what comes from consciousness. And therefore, I dare to say that consciousness is the seed of everything, yet it isn't the seed because it was before the seed, if that makes any sense. It is really the fundamentality of all being. of which connect gap with the creation itself. And in order to go for our consciousness, you need to find a way to go into this emptiness within yourself and around you. And why it's so important? Because you are again fully aware of within you and your surroundings, and therefore you will have the choice or the option of making not impulsive, almost impulsive, but really truthful, aligned action to your surroundings without harming yourself or others and your space. And then you also, with consciousness, you are connected and you feel what the trees, the birds, the animals, the nature, the human being in front of you, you feel the energy which is coming from other consciousness, right? Now, how you can raise your consciousness is by really practicing staying in this emptiness, in this empty space. And I learned it through Kundalini yoga, rock climbing, meditation, dancing, but also by simply walking and breathing and really bringing yourself back in this space of being the observer. And the importance of consciousness is to, like I said, to really align and be in tune with what is around you and what is it telling you. And it brings you then automatically a clarity of what direction to walk. And instead of overthinking, you are in this empty moment observing, and you will see almost like the third eye. The consciousness is the awakening of your inner guidance from above, below, and obviously the third eye, but yet in the empty space, right? And to feel comfort in this empty space, in this moment of complete emptiness. You can, like in the Matrix, when in this empty space, you can Leo create his stuff. You can really make a profound decision. And it takes time. But then again, all you have is time, right? You infinite, and rather than to rush through life and automatically hurt yourself because you weren't aware fully there and you bend and you bounce and you anyway, but rather than to rush your through life, I advise to really and can allow the path, your path to reveal itself from the emptiness of your inner consciousness by observing what is truly around you, and also observe what the thoughts are telling you. Because consciousness, as I said earlier, I dare to say it's just pure nothingness. And the core of us to come forward and can create our reality. And in the moment when we enter into this empty space, we also are finding the clarity of our feelings, and then we can really intentionally move forward. The moment we in this emptiness and we allow go observe our feelings rather than to feel the feelings, and can through the feelings we reactivate the mind through giving us the monkey mind. And no, you come back to yourself, close your eyes, you observe the thought, the feeling, the heart pain, anything, the pain in your body. You just the observer. You in this empty space, you observe, and you breathe in and you observe, and you are low, your life in this empty space, you observe and you feel it coming, you feel it, but you're not getting engaged because you are in conscious emptiness, and you observe, and then you can move, either really move, we just move forward, or you can take what suits you and create. And I do believe by being conscious and why it's important for us humans to be more conscious is to really feel the environment, and also to realize what damage we do to the collective. Every thought, every action, we are part of the destruction or of the creation. And so we can really bring awareness, and therefore have an intention in what direction we want to move. Are we want to be the disruptor, or are we want to be the creator of peace and harmony? And we have very much the option. And another wise shaman I listened to, he's from the Amazon, he said a very wise thing: the recent pandemic was meant to be a reset. Now you can say, okay, the new world order, and this is the darker side, the reset, or the reset within our consciousness, bringing really reflecting on what is going on right in front of us, and taking then really decisive and intentional action in order to reset the way humanity has been living for the last, I don't know, 100 years. And it's up to us to make the reset, and not some Illuminati BS, right? And that's what the whole pandemic was about, for us to reset our way of thinking, of our way of acting, and to really take everything into account, which is our environment, our nature, our fellow being, human itself. And so I invite you today, as a Sunday, I think actually a good day for this. Take some time out. Go back into your inner emptiness and find clarity while you close your eyes and feel, see, hear, realize what is really going on. Lots of love and pleasure. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Sunday. This week I will be coming back with a ceremony for the ocean, a drumming ceremony I will record. And also I want to invite you, I will put the link tomorrow to the Earthkeeper Summit, where the wisest women and men come together, shaman from the medicine, etc., yogi, like really high up people who bringing together the ancient wisdom through history. And I think I'm already enrolled. It's a free summit, and I invite you to join, and I will put the link tomorrow. And next time, namaste, lots of love, peace, and happiness. Ciao, ciao.